Hi there Pisces, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 14th of July. And what a week it can be, because Venus, the planet of love and affection, is going to make its way into the most gorgeous and alluring part of your scope. Over the next 28 days from Friday, don't be surprised if your love life and your social situation generally step up a gear. But it's not going to be without its complexities, because in an existing relationship there could be a sense of control issues, jealousy, or even some kind of issue to do with who does what in a more practical context, or contributes what financially if you are actually cohabiting. And that's coming about because of the Sun's clash with Mars. It's going to be important to contain passions. It's also possible that someone is very interested in you that you don't actually like very much, but you may still find it rather fascinating that they are showing you this attention. You yourself may be drawn to someone in quite a mesmeric way, but take the time to get to know them if you can. Now, Jupiter is going to be moving out of the most charismatic part of your horoscope, where it's been for the last 12 months on Wednesday. It moves into a more practical area. And you know, over the next year, you may be surprised by how some basic elements of your life changes. It could be that some practical elements will alter, particularly in terms of your diet. Your appreciation of what you eat and drink can go through a huge transformation. You may find yourself training for a new role, moving jobs. But there's good fortune attached to all of this. And if you've often thought about the prospects of doing more physical activity in order to get fitter, well, Jupiter is in a great place in Leo to pursue this to a greater extent. But as this week draws to a close, another thing can delight you, and that sees Saturn starts to go forwards. Now, Saturn has been treading water for 5.5 months in the part of your scope to do with learning, to do with knowledge, to do with expansion and growth. And if you have been trying to open something up and it seems to have been held back, almost beyond your control, you might be surprised that suddenly things will take a step forward, which can prove to be hugely gratifying. But just at the end of this week, if you are tempted to splash out on someone or be overly generous, do check that, if you can, on the back of the quarter moon, which could see you just being a little bit too generous than is good for you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.